Morning class. Morning class. Does anyone have the time? The time? I have 2 till 10. Anybody? You? Do you have the time? Anyone have the time? No, no time. There's no one has the time. Well, we'll go by my watch here. It's a few minutes. So how have you been? How have you guys been?
Okay.
Good? Okay? Just okay?
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Good.
Good? Good? Okay, alright. Okay, no one has time? I have time? It looks like it's 10. Let's get started. I wanted to start giving you some recent literature that has come out. Now this is scientific data that has just come, and I downloaded it last night from my computer at home. Just to let you be aware, the first one is a news flash. It says, alert, Republicans are bad, and what to do? Egg their homes. So, now this is scientific data. I can give you the research on this. I can give you the figures if you want. I have one more, another news flash. This one, rich people are bad, and what to do with them is you jeer at them. And in this way, we are protecting the environment and maintaining a level of society that is above what you would think. Okay, now, I want to talk to you all, just one-on-one here. We're gonna do some visuals, and I need to start off by asking, what do you think of water? Anybody, just say it out. Just say it out. Water. What do you think about water? Here.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Good to drink.
Refreshing.
Tasty.
Let's put it here. Let's put water here. And we have refreshing. What else do we have? Tasty. Okay, yeah. Now, what I was thinking is this. Who gets fed by water? Who drinks water?
Politician.
Politicians. Yes, that's it. Go with that. Go with that.
Republican.
Yeah. We'll put down here Republicans, and we'll put Democrats. Okay. All right. And let's change color. Some of you in the back there are having trouble seeing this, right? Mm-hmm. Those of you taking notes. This is good to take notes on. If I were to give you an exam, what I would say would be, talk to me about water. And then you would list in bullet form what water is about. Okay, let's get back to politicians here. Politicians do what? Cut trees. Did anyone think about that? You probably thought that. I know, it's on the tip of your tongue. They cut trees. Okay? And who holds in the soil that produces the water? That makes the watershed. You know what a watershed is? It's a collective area that water moves through in a region.
Like a refugia?
Yes, refugia. Yeah. Let's put refugia there. Now in modernity, there's not many refugia left, but if we cut the trees, we lose the water.
So the rule of thumb is to.
You probably. I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but rule of thumb is a slur against women. All right. If you could say rule of pinky, that would be good. Okay, and now we notice politicians. Well, I already said they cut trees, but what about taking out soil? We'll put soil erosion, which of course feeds back into the water. Okay, and we already have it going to politicians. What about tasty? Is soil tasty? No, soil's not tasty. Well, water's tasty. Okay, and trees, are trees refreshing? Some people would say that. There's an element there of refreshing tree. Okay, all right, is this clear? Does this make sense to you? Okay, this type of thing is really good because it allows you to see the relationships between one area and another. So when we look at the supersphere, we see all the relationships. And that's what ecology is about. It's looking at relationships. Okay? Any questions? Questions? Anyone? Okay. Do you have the time? No one has time. I remember. I'm the only one with time today. Okay. I'm going to let you out a little early. What we want to do tomorrow is we want to talk about how antelopes may affect you as a user of coffee, chocolate, tea. You'll see how those relate and how they interact and interface. All right? Okay? Well, that's it. Thanks, guys. See you later. I gotta head out of here. I got a meeting. I'm a chairman for the international safety of the planet, and so I gotta go to that. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm kind of big there. All right, we'll see you guys later. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I had a gig out in the valley with my band, Toodalurtus Fruiter. It's a tremendous band if you ever want to come and join and listen. Now I have the first week's test, which was 3 weeks ago now, so if anyone hasn't taken that test, I need to see a show of hands. Okay, you down here in the front, why don't you go back in the percussion section and take a test. Hang on there. There you go. Okay, now the rest of you, I have your test, those of you who are here. Let me see, Abby Lockhart? No. John Dilger? No. Okay, why don't you raise your hand if you did take the first week's test? There's yours, and yours, and there's yours, and yours. I guess I'll hand out the rest of your tests at a later time, okay? I have something to discuss with you all. Now, as you know, I am an internationally acclaimed artist, and I'm being performed not only in Seattle, but also in New York. And some artists are working with me to get some funding to head over to Spain to cover the oil spill, which you all know took place about 2 weeks ago over there. If funding comes through, I'll be working with a group of scientists, especially Paco Nuri, who is just a tremendous instrumentalist, and we'll be commemorating the spill over there. So if any of you are wondering where I'll be in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably be over in Spain. That's dependent on the funding. Now, does anyone have any questions before we go to the class discussion?
Professor Munger,
Before you start there, it's not Professor Munger. It's just Mr. Munger is what I prefer. Go ahead.
Can you tell us about your works here in Alaska?
Well, my works here in Alaska have been typified by activities that are environmentally sensitive. And one scenario I think you'll all be really interested in was back during the Exxon about this oil spill. It was a big catastrophe, as you all know. And I got together with several artists, and we worked to take actually an otter mother and her fetus, and we worked to have songs written about that scenario, and also to have her cast in bronze as a memorial to all the dead animals, the birds and the fishes and whatnot that we have there from the Valdez spill. Any other questions here before we get started? Okay, well, what we're going to do today is continue our study of homophonic and monophonic, heterophonic styles. And what I want to do here is just a little activity I think you all will be really interested in. We're going to do some rounds with row, row, row your boat. Yeah, I think everybody likes that. So let me get over here to the piano. Now, I haven't practiced on this at all, so if you bear with me, I'll give it a shot. My hands are a little cold from the car. Give me one more shot. Oh well, I don't think that's going to work out this morning, so let's just go ahead and do it a cappella. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is this group over here, you're going to start off with row, row, row your boat. When I give you the signal, the second group over here, go ahead and start again. Okay, first group, are we ready? Let's start. Now I can't see anyone up there, but I don't see anyone sing. I don't hear them sing is what I should say. Let's have it a little louder. You ready, second group as well? Okay, first group, start.
Row, row, row your boat
Gently down the stream, merrily, merrily. Okay, this isn't going to work, I see. What we're going to have to do is sing louder, otherwise the point of the exercise won't be had at all, and we'll all have to go home without learning anything the better. And I really think it would be important if we learned something from this class. So let's start one more time now. You down here in the front in the blue, we're going to rely on you. We're going to start with you. Ready? And row, row, row your boat gently. Now sing row,
Row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Excellent. Now what you all had here was an example of what style?
Polyphonic?
Baroque?
Well, it wouldn't be Baroque per se, but we do have some polyphonic styles, several melodies going at once. Yeah.
Homophobic?
No, homophobic, I think the word you're looking for is homophonic. Homophobic is usually someone who's afraid of homosexuals, and that's not what this class is about. I see we're running out of time here, so I'm going to hand out a few more tests. Daryl Schneider? Okay, I guess everyone isn't here that I thought was here. Okay, I want to end this class for the listening with those taking in the back, but before I do, I want to invite you all to a performance of my band. We'll be having a gig here at the Blue Moose Tooth on the 22nd. I'd like to invite you all to come. We have some real snazzy jazz, and I think it'd be real interesting for all of you.
Mrs. Merriweather, I have here the last of today's work, and for you and your husband, for Christmas, a plum cake.
Oh, terrific, Mr. Dexter. Oh, delish!
Good, good. Now, I'm going to leave the office for the day. If you'll just lock up when you're done.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, ta-ta.
We all face fears in life. For most of us, it's the terrifying, the ghastly, or the cruel. But for Mrs. Merriweather here, and others, there's a strange difference. Let's discover that difference as we enter the Twilight Zone.
Hunting parties! What are you hunting for? Oh, it doesn't matter. And if you do have some luck. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Keys are us. Oh, I think you must be mistaken. This is the ladies' powder room. The men's powder room is over that way.
Miss Merriweather, look, I made a bird for you. It's made out of paper, and the wings flap. Look.
How wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, sweet little boy.
For Mrs. Merriweather and unknown others, fears were based on simple things. A plum cake, a paper bird. Why did these things horrify, startle? We may never know, for Mrs. Merriweather exists, trapped alone, deep in the Twilight Zone. I wanted to continue our discussion of homophobic, phonic. Any questions before we go to the class discussion? Yes?
Professor Munger,
Before you start there, it's not Professor Munger. It's just Mr. Munger is what I prefer. Go ahead.
Can you tell us about your work here in Alaska?
Well, my work taking the quiz or the test from test 1. We also have a few test 2s, but I see a few more people in the back who weren't here to start class. I'm going to hand out a few more tests. Daryl Schneider.
Action.
Daryl Schneider. I was working with several groups to commemorate that.
Action.
Can you tell us about your works here in Alaska?
Well,
What are you hunting for? Oh, I hope you did all the line. Daddy! You look gritty, mad dog. And understandably so. But how does your mouth feel? Fabulous. New orbit gum. It gives your mouth a nice clean feeling. Zoom in a little bit.
Go.